Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 5 of your home learning. You are doing amazing. I am so proud of you. It is not easy, and if you are still doing this every day, you are amazing. Remember that. Now, for the next 2 weeks, we're looking at fractions, and I love fractions. So, be prepared to hear me do some singing, because we're going to learn a fraction rap. And then we're going to do lots and lots of really lovely things to do with fractions. So this is what you're going to need this whole week, week 5, from the 1st to the 5th of February. And today we are on number 1, Introduction to Fractions. And it's quite a lot in here. But what's really important, so it starts at this page. Ooh. Okay, just this page here. But what's really important, guys, is behind this first one, you've got 2 blank pieces of paper. Okay, here. 2 blank pieces of paper. I want you to remove those from your booklet. So pause this video and remove those from your booklet because you're going to need them for this lesson because we're going to do some making. We're going to make our own fraction tiles because unfortunately, we don't all have fraction tiles at home. So after today, we all will. All right? Right, let's share my screen. Show you what we're doing. So, in your books, you should all have a maths book. If you don't, just on a piece of paper. I'd like you to write a date and title, please. Okay, date and title. Oh, and the date today is the 1st of the 2nd. Woo! 1st of February. In a new month, guys. So pause the video, write the date and write the title. Okay, perfect. Right, welcome back. So what are these? Well, what's this one? What is it here? This is 1/2. This is 1/3. This is 1/4. And this is 3/4. And these are all fractions. Now, here we are for the next, it's actually the next 2 weeks. We are going to be looking at fractions in year 4. And to help us, we are going to learn a rap. And this is Mrs. Wild's favourite thing. I made this rap up years ago and I still use it every day. So, are we ready? It goes, fractions, they're part of a whole. There's a denominator and numerator, and this is what I know. Half it, you split it into 2. I only want 1, so the other half's for you. Thirds, you split it into 3. Quarters, 4 make a whole, 2 make a half, and that's my goal. Fifths, you split it into 5. Six, you split it into 6. Sevenths, you split it into 7ths. Eighths, you split it into 8th. Ninths, you split it into 9. Tenths, you split it into 10. Fractions, they're part of a whole. There's a denominator and numerator, and that's what I know. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed my singing, and you'll be able to join along too. So, fractions are part of a whole amount. So, if I had me as a person, my head is a fraction of my body. It's a part of my body, okay? If I had 10 pens and then I gave someone 2 of them, I've given them a fraction of my pens. I've given them a part of my pens, I've given them some of them. If I had a pizza and I gave someone, I cut it into 4s, into quarters, and I gave someone 1, they'd have a fraction of my pizza, okay? So it's a part of a whole, So let's have a look at these fractions. We've got 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/7, 1/10, and 1/2. What is all the same about those fractions? If you said that they all have a numerator of 1, you are correct. All the numerators are 1. When a fraction has a numerator of 1, it is called a unit fraction. I always think we used to call them 100, tens, and units would be in our ones. So try and think of unit 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. A unit fraction has a numerator of 1. The numerator is that top number. We've done this before. You've broken fractions down before. So unit fraction has a numerator of 1. Brilliant. So now what do you notice? 3/4, 5/7, 3/8, 6/10, 4/5, 2/3. What's different about these ones? If you said the numerators were more than 1, you are correct. And when a fraction has a numerator that is more than 1, it is called a non-unit fraction. So that's quite easy to remember. Unit fraction is 1, non-unit fraction is a numerator more than 1. So I want you to remember those. So in your maths books now, I want you to fill this in. So I'm going to help you out and we're going to do it together. So let's have a look. A unit fraction always has a numerator of, shout it out at me, always has a numerator of, oh, that didn't work. It never works first time, does it? If you're shouting 1 at me, you are correct. Numerator of 1. A non-unit fraction has a numerator that is more than 1. Or you can write the number 1. An example of a unit fraction is, well, you can come up with loads of these, but I might say 1/4. And an example of a non-unit fraction is 3/7, I might say. But you can decide. I'm going to pause the video now and I want you to write those down. Pause. Welcome back. I hope you've got those written beautifully in your books. So we're going to now make some fraction tiles to help us. And you are going to need the sheet of paper. We'll just need one to start with. The sheet of paper from your pack, some scissors and a pencil. And then I use a little sandwich bag to store them in, just a little bag to store them in. Otherwise, they're going to be all over your house. So you just want a little sandwich bag to store them in at the end. Okay? So, are you ready for this? I'm ready. I'm excited. Let me see. So we're going to follow my instructions. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to come over before I show you on that. I'm going to show you what you're going to need to do. If you haven't got everything, pause it now. You're going to need your A4 sheet of paper. So I'm going to go under my visualizer and hopefully I'm going to be able to show you what I want you to do. Let me move my video. See if hopefully we can see it. Yes, perfect. Right, you've got your sheet of paper here. Let me make this nice and big. Right, you've got your sheet of paper. First thing you're going to do, you're going to fold it in half and push it down. You're then going to fold this in half again. Half and half. I wonder what that's going to make. Should have split that into half and then one more time, half it again. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but they do need to be in, these are to make your strips for your fraction tiles, right? And you open it up. And you've got all these sections, can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to cut out these strips. So pause the video now and cut out these strips, please. Okay, welcome back. You should have now your fraction tiles into strips like this. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of them. Get me one of your tiles. Now these strips make a hole, guys. They make a hole. So the first thing we're going to do is with this first strip, I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to really squish that down. I'm going to have a look here and I'm going to say, I've now got 2 pieces. Can you see that? I'm going to get my pencil. If you've got a ruler, that's great. If you haven't got a ruler, don't worry. Get my pencil, draw around that line there, and I have got 1 half, and I have also got, oh, move this over, another 1 half. Okay, so you need to do the same as me. I'm going to put that up there. We're then going to go to our next tile. So get another one. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video. There's no problem. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to fold it in half again. So it's half and half again. How many sections do you think it'll be? Let's check, see if you're correct. 4 sections. I'm going to get my ruler, my pencil, draw down my lines. There's one line there, another line there, and another line there. And this has now made me quarters. So I've got 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 4, and 1 over 4. I'm going to pause my video because my telephone's ringing in my classroom. Okay, and I'm back. So you now need a third strip. So get your next strip out. I want you to fold it in half again, and then in half one more time. Okay, so I wonder what's going to happen here. Well, there was 2 here, there was 4 here. I wonder how many there will be here. Let's have a look. There's 8. There's 8. So let's put our lines in. 1 there, another one there, 2, 3, good, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's 8. And you're going to write, ready, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8. Okay. Get another strip. Remember to pause at any time. Fold it in half. Fold it in half again. Fold it in half again, and then this will be challenging, but try one more time. Fold it in half again. So you've got a really small piece now. So we had halves, quarters, and eighths. This one will be 16ths. So we've halved our eighths. Okay. Woo! There's loads here. So we're going to draw our lines on them. One line there. One line there. And they don't have to be perfect, guys. It's not about perfection. It's just about having a visual representation to help us out when we're doing our learning this week. Okay. That's it. That's it. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to write on here 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, 1/16, and 1/16. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. So this is the bit that's a little bit more challenging. And I know that some of you are going to go, oh, Mrs. Wild, I can't do it. You can. Watch carefully. So this time I've got my strip. And I'm going to make it into a bit of an S shape. Can you see? And I want to join up both ends together so that they are equal. So I've got like a bit of a Z or an S shape, however you want to say it. And I'm going to try and fold it up so they're as equal as I can possibly make them. They might not be perfect, but as possibly make them. Okay? And when I unravel it, there's 3 pieces. Okay? So these are thirds. Now you're going to have to really work on how to do this bit. You can do it. I'm just going to put them to the side a minute. And I've got 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. Okay. So I've got my thirds now. So you're going to now, you can pause the video, guys, if you need to. Do that S again. Try and make it as equal as possible. And then fold it in half. Okay. So you've made your thirds and you've folded it in half. And it's made 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, 6 pieces. You've got 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, and 1, 6. And then you're doing really well, guys. This is the last one of this bit. You get your other piece of strip. You swiddle it over as close as you can get it. Don't worry if it's not perfect. All about just having a go. Fold it in half once you've done that, and fold it in half one more time. Open it out. And this time we have 12s. 12s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. So I've got 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, 1 12, and 1 12. Pause the video if you need to, but then I want you to get your final strip, and I just want you to write on this 1 hole. So this strip represents 1 hole. Okay? And then all we're going to do is we're going to look at them all now. So we're going to start with our hole, and we're going to go to our half and then our third. Well, this is showing you, yeah. Half and then our third, and then our quarter. And then what comes next? Our 6ths, our 8ths, our 12ths, and our 16ths. I'm going to try and show you this as much as I possibly can. Look at my messy desk. Come on, computer. Show them, show them, show them. Oh, might have to move it up and down. So you've got a whole, 2 halves, 3 thirds, 4 quarters, 6 6, 8 8s, 12 12s, and 16 16ths. I want you to have completed that, and then you need to keep them really safe because you're going to need them for tomorrow's lesson. So keep these safe, please, guys. All right, well done. See you tomorrow.